Hey guys, it's currently Tuesday, and this video that you're gonna watch after this is on Wednesday. So, we just want to thank you guys so much for the amount of love and support that we just got on our last video. We were honestly really nervous, and we held it off for so long, but we got way more views than we expected to get on that. We got like 10 more subscribers, so welcome to the family. That was crazy to us. We loved reading all those comments. It really just
we took all the suggestions,
all the advice.
To heart.
One guy DM'd us on Instagram. Like, you guys were so supportive.
Yeah,
of
very
us.
nice.
And it literally
we
was
appreciate
the most refreshing thing to see. So thank you guys so much for all the love and support. So yeah, we really just wanted to thank you guys, and we are currently working on
situation, figuring out what to do next. But we just figured we'd let you guys know that we appreciate all of your comments because we haven't responded to all of them yet.
Yeah,
and I'm
trying to heart as much as I can, and I hope you like what video is this? It's injury video.
Yeah, this is injury video. So hope you guys like it, and let's get on to the video. Hey guys.
Hello.
It is Amber and Cindy from
JustCuz. Today we just came up with this random idea. We haven't looked up to see if anybody else has done this, but we were going to just tell you guys the weirdest ways that we've gotten injured, because why the heck not?
And just a heads up, we haven't actually broken anything, but these are just the weirdest ways it's like we've ever legitimately gotten hurt or had to go to the hospital.
Yeah. So these are only just a couple options. We might end up doing a part 2 if we end up finding out different ways that we've gotten hurt in the past, because this is kind of difficult to think of, because we had to think of ways that was weird.
Not
unusual. So Amber's gonna go first.
All right. So for those who do not know, I have extremely bad front teeth because I have a history of chipping my teeth. And I have chipped my teeth 3 times now, and it's twice for this tooth and once for this. And this tooth was chipped so badly that half of it is not even real. So that's
fun fact.
That's fun fact. So the first time I ever chipped this one was back in it was within the 1st or 3rd grade. I can't remember exactly which grade it was, but I was on a monkey bar, and it was one of those ring monkey bars. You know, not like grabbing a bar, you're grabbing an actual ring. And I went to go grab one, and I didn't get it. So then I swung back, when you're a kid, you swing back and then you try again. This time when it came up, it came so close to me that it smacked me in the face and chipped my tooth. And my tooth fell. The chip fell on the ground, and it was in the rubble. We couldn't find it because we were on a playground. So I had to go get that fixed. And then just a few years later, I was riding my bike, and I was feet away from my house, literally feet away from my house, and I saw my friend. I went to go and do that cool thing where you're controlling with one hand, and so I was like, hey yo, and I lost control because I hit a rock and swiveled into the street and smacked my face on the concrete and chipped my tooth, and that was this tooth. And then finally my 3rd chip was sophomore year of high school, so 5 years ago, I guess. I was reading. Of course I was reading. I never read.
Blame the reading.
And I was reading on a Kindle. I was laying on my couch, and I was just holding the Kindle above me, and then all of a sudden it just flat up slipped out of my hand and smacked me.
We all have that, experience where you dropped your phone on your face.
Yeah, exactly.
That was a Kindle on her tooth.
On my tooth, and it just I literally immediately felt the chip of my tooth go into my mouth, and I had to fish it out so I wouldn't swallow it. So that was great. And I have a very bad history with teeth now, and another fun fact, I'm not allowed to bite into an apple or corn on the cob anymore because I have a potential of my teeth falling out.
It's cool.
So yeah, there we go. That's my tooth history. Now,
so I think I've mentioned this before. I have a weird looking, I don't know if they're gonna be able to see it, right here. I have a little bit of discoloration in my skin. It's saggy right there. It's really gross. That occurred because when I was in I don't remember how old I was, 3rd grade, I want to guess. I could be completely wrong about that. It was one of the grade schools because we had Miss L as our
bus driver.
So we were getting dropped off from the bus stop. So our house, we had to, our house, go around and then behind a block. So I was coming from the block to my house.
It was just around the block.
Yeah.
Literally just around the block.
And we have a very uneven ground area where I live. And I had my rolly backpack because I thought it was so cool having a rolly backpack. Everyone wanted to have a rolly backpack when I was in like that grade. And so we decided to race the bus.
We always did this. Every time we got off the bus, we would race home to see if we could turn the corner before the bus left.
We never did. But this time I was, dragging the rolly backpack behind me. And you know how like every time you hit a bump, it goes like that and that. So I'm rolling. I hit one of the uneven areas. It's like a pothole area. I'm not even joking. The rolly backpack said, It didn't get over that little hump at all. And because of the momentum, like I got, stopped. I literally went, and my elbow hit the ground, my knee hit the ground. I scraped it up. It was a great experience. And I was like, and the bus driver stops. Of course, it's awkward. She's like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like literally crying. And everyone's like, "I think of my mom." And so she runs home. And yeah, I ended up getting that nice scar. And I had to use like vitamin E to like get rid of the scar, and it never ended up going away.
Yeah. All right. So I'll go. So I am the only one besides my mom, I'm pretty sure. No, my dad has. That I guess only child in my family that's gotten stitches. And I got stitches when I was 8. I think. We were young. And it was before we like updated our play set. We used to have like one of those like metal ones. Now we have a wood one. And there was like the whole thing was the playset went like this. So on the far side it was a double swing. Then there was 2 regular swings. Like the double swing is like somebody can sit on each side, and then like you guys both have
like
the momentum, like a seesaw, except like on a swing. And then 2 regular swings, and there's a slide. So I was in the middle, just standard swing. Sydney was on the other one, and our friend Timothy was on the double swing, just by himself because why not? And I was leaning backwards because that's what kids used to do. They used to lean backwards when they like went really high up.
Yeah, and I was doing the thing where if you like are like swinging back and forth like this, like side to side, not back and forth, side to side. I was grabbing the swing next to me, like doing that, and then like coming back. So Amber can explain how that went wrong.
So basically, at one point, Sydney hit me on her, like I was coming back and she was coming over, and she smacked into me. And I got the momentum and went like with her, and like she stopped after she hit me, but I kept going, and Timothy was coming back, and my head slammed into the metal bar of the foot part, because I was leaning backward on the swing. So basically I smacked my head, so I had a mark here, and a mark right next to my eye, and I ended up having to go to the hospital and getting stitches. I don't even remember where I got the stitches. Like I was so young, and I remember like taking me like a champ, and then the minute I got inside I was bawling my eyes out. I went inside and immediately was like, "Oh my god, no!" So then she brought me to the hospital, and I was knocked out. I don't remember like where I got the stitches, but I have a scar somewhere. I think it's in my eyebrow. I don't really know.
I have no idea.
But my mom says I have a scar somewhere.
My next thing is when I literally almost got a stress fracture from getting off the couch. This actually happened in September of 2019, which sounds like so long ago if you think about it. I was home visiting for the weekend because we were at school at that time, and I slept on the couch because I just like passed out on the couch. If that ever happened when we were younger. I was like sitting like perfectly upright, as we would on with the recliner up, and I've always had back issues, especially after my incident, which is like in one of like my previous story times. And I went to go get off the couch, and something happened. And when I went to get up, I felt the sharpest pain in my back I have ever felt. And I was like, "Oh, ow, ow!" And you bit me like no. And I was like, "Oh, ow!" And every time I moved, like in any way, it would hurt so bad. I'm like, "What the heck did I do?" And so my mom's like, "You good?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm good, fine, cool." Not really. We go back to school. I'm not even joking. That same night, it was when Drew was spending the day in my room, and I woke up. I could not move. Every breath I took, every inch or centimeter I moved, it hurt so bad. so bad, like one of the worst pains I've ever experienced. And I like woke up in the middle of the night in so much pain. I was crying. He's like, you know, trying to rub my back to get me to go back to bed, which was super sweet of him because there's nothing else he could do besides like give me Advil at that point, but I literally couldn't move. So I'm in bed like in tears. I woke up the next day and I had to walk all the way to class in so much pain, up the stairs and everything. And I got back from class in tears. I was in my bed. I had just gotten into bed. I was so relaxed. Drew knocks on my freaking door, because he always did after he was done his class. I was like, ugh. I am crawling on the ground because that's how much it hurt for me to like move in general. And I'm on the ground crying when he comes in, and he was like, oh my god, how'd you go to class like this? I was like, oh, there's so much pain. And so he's like, okay, we're gonna like dose you up with some Advil. So, you know, of course the Advil helped after like 30 minutes, but during that time we were like, you know, we should go to the wellness center. So of course the Advil is taking over half the pain, and the lady's like, are you sure you're in a lot of pain? I'm like, woman, you should have seen me 30 minutes ago. I really shouldn't have taken that pain meds because I really wanted to be like in like the same amount of pain, because every time I moved it just was so she was like, yeah, I can't do anything for you. You're gonna have to go to like an orthopedic surgeon. I was like, say what? So she literally sends me over to this guy who took x-rays and showed me, I don't know if any of y'all like medical people will understand this. I still don't understand it very well. He like showed me like my spine, and one of the vertebrae had like a dog collar, which signifies that it's like going to get a stress fracture, like this is the start of it. So I caused that to happen when I got up suddenly or whatever the heck I did, and that caused like a bunch of like nerves or something to go wrong, and just like a big shock of pain. And he was like, you're gonna need to like take care of this with physical therapy. So I had to do physical therapy for like 2 months after that. Everyone always asks like, how did you get hurt? I'm like, get off the couch. Yep, got off the couch. So that's that. And now I still have that pain if I don't do my physical therapy. You guys all should stay on track of your physical therapy, because it literally didn't hurt for the first time in my entire life because I was staying on track of my physical therapy. So do it.
All right. I guess I'll go next. So this is also like another like 3-part, just like my tooth. So basically, I've sprained my finger a lot, and that's like the only major thing I've ever done. I almost sprained my hand one time. I forgot about to write that down. Oh well. But I sprained this finger once, and then this finger 3 times now. Wow, I really forgot this was 3 times. But basically, the first time this one happened, this one was first, and it was in 7th grade, and we were on our trampoline in our backyard, yeah. And we had just we just got the confidence to do back handsprings on our own. Our coach flat up told us, he goes, don't do it by yourself. He goes like, you guys gotta be really careful. You guys can spot one another, but like don't do it by yourself. Me and Sam were like, we got this. We weren't very good at gymnastics. Like we weren't experts or anything. So I went to go and do one, and I remember I said it was my last one for the night. I was like, I'm just gonna do one more. Like I'm really good. And I went to go do one more, and my finger did this, like as soon as like I landed, and I got up, and I remember I was like,
I 100% remember. I was like, dang it, what'd you do?
I was like, and my finger swelled up so fast, and I was like, Mom, and she brought me to the doctor, and they were like, you sprained your finger, and I was like, really? This is only a sprain? Because this hurts really bad. And so they gave me a splint, and I wore that for the longest time. And then this was fresh sophomore year of high school. The first time this one happened, I think the next 3 are cheer. Yeah, the next 3 are cheer, and that's pretty typical. But I'm just gonna explain them really quickly. So the first time it happened was the day before pep rally. We were doing our last minute rehearsal, and that was going to be like, yes, everything's set in stone. So we were in the gym rehearsing, spotting a basket toss. So I was there to just help the back spot keep the butt up. And basically what had happened was I put my finger on my the back spot's knee, and the girl came down and her butt landed on my finger, and I was like, oh, this is uncomfortable. So I pulled, and my finger popped, and I was like, and Like I just kept going through and finishing the routine, and
You had now. I'm like,
then, like, cause I was like, my coach is like really strict, and if she had known that like that had just happened, she
and,
would
like the
flip
pep
out.
rally was like the next day.
She literally would have been freaked out. And so since I had already experienced this sprain, I was like, all right, all I gotta do is put a splint on it. I got home, I was like, Mom, I need to go to like Rite Aid and get like one of those splint sets. And so she gets me a splint set, and I just tape it to my other finger, and I'm like in school, and I'm like, I just cannot let my coach do this. And literally, I just remember, like, minutes before we go on, I, like, just take off everything, and my finger's swollen as heck, and I just, like, have my, like, you know when you have a splint on, your finger gets like, locked in that position? So, like, when I was doing, like this, my finger was like this. I was, like, couldn't bend it all the way, because it had been straight the entire day. So, basically, that's what happened. And then the second time was senior year, one of the last performances we did of our high school career. I was actually basing this time, and I was flipping the girl up. She was flipping inside of our group with the help of an assisted, I think, were you the...
Yeah, I was a prep in the one spot, and I had her arm like this, and she had it like out, and so I would help her flip
Actually,
it.
I think I have the video. I might have the video.
And
we'll insert it, like, right here. You can see, like... there. So basically what had happened was I don't know what exactly,
because I was just flipping her, and then she landed
in a weird position. She landed in like a tilt, and I got a lot of the weight, and the same thing basically as like the other one where my finger got caught between the back spot and her butt, and I pulled, and I was like, hey Mom, I'm pretty sure I just sprained my finger again. I'm just gonna go to Milo, who was the athletic trainer,
Milo was so
and get my finger taped. And I flat up one time, I was like, I'm pretty sure I just sprained my finger, and he goes, okay, and like taped my fingers together, and later that night my finger was swollen. I was like, fantastic. And then finally was freshman year of college.
I don't know this one.
I know it was.
We're gonna save it for our next one.
I just know it. I know it was from cheer.
We're gonna actually stop right now. We've got some other options. So I have when I got my foot sliced open, when I hurt my tailbone, and when I got hurt on a thing called a whippet. So if y'all are interested in knowing about those, please be sure to like and comment on this video, being like, yo, we want to know. Can't just leave us off like that. And then Amber has like, no, you did all yours.
The one, I have my hand almost being sprained. We also have a cool thing. Miranda got a concussion from a Kindle, so I'll have her tell that story. Because that one's funny. If she doesn't want to say it, then we'll just give it a briefly explain. But yeah, so that is it.
That's it for right now.
And Caitlin has a million of these too, so we can
do
probably,
one like over Zoom.
Yeah, we could probably do
maybe the next one we'll do over Zoom.
All right, so this has been Amber and Sydney from JustCuz. We hope you liked it, and we'll see you guys next time.
Have a happy and healthy day.